Hello, welcome back to the EagleCraft YouTube channel. We have yet another new model launch for us, the all-new 34-foot cruiser, which is the smallest vessel in our portfolio and is an all-new design for us. Not only is this a new design, but it also has a brand new, never-seen cabin aesthetic design. So look forward to showing you what the next era of modern EagleCraft design language looks like. Not too very often do you get to start out with a brand new model, but on top of that, create a new design language. So very special treat, and look forward to showing that to you today. Not only is this a new model, but this particular boat was built with what we call the commuter configuration. So what that means is we've added additional seating here to the main cabin, and in order to fit 9 people inside this boat, it does have a slightly smaller galley. What we call our cruiser series on our recreational side of portfolio would typically have a much larger galley than you see here. And in lieu of that, we added an additional bench seat to the boat. So very spacious layout. This particular boat is going to be used to commute back and forth to our remote home on the island. So that's the reason for the seating. And they primarily are going to use it as a day boat. But it does have the ability to cruise overnight if need be and be comfortable throughout the day on the boat. So look forward to walking you through this boat in more detail. So we'll just get right to it. And we're going to start in reverse on this boat. Typically, we show you the exterior, but we really want you to hang around and walk through the boat with us. And kind of at the end, we're so excited to show you this new design language that we're getting ready to share with you, as well as this new model. So just like any other EagleCraft, has a really nice interior finish. Again, this is the cherry finish. You'll see on some of our other boats, the walnut finish. This is our 2 primary choices for our customers. But again, our customers get to choose all the interior finishes, layouts, etc., being a custom-built boat. So you can see a really nicely laid out helm. And then with the commuter layout configuration, you get 2 suspension seats on the co-pilot side that are very nice and accommodating with just amazing visibility, not only from the co-pilot, but also from the helm. Just gives you a really great vantage point all the way around 360. And as we make our way aft, you can see the boat still has a really nice settee. This is what we call our dinette configuration. So you've seen on some of the other boats, you've seen what we call an L shape, which is just that. It's an L instead of a typical dinette boost style. And then the larger boats over 40 feet will have what we call a U-shaped settee. And that literally is just how you imagine it. It's a U-shaped settee. And then, of course, making this boat unique, again, is just this additional seating here aft of the main helm. So typically this would be a 1 large galley, but we shrink the galley down to give additional seating. And really that's what makes this boat a commuter, is just that additional bench seat, smaller galley. And also being a commuter, this boat does have a slightly smaller cuddy. And that's just to provide the fact that the owner is not intending on overnighting a great deal on this boat. And you can also see it, again, being a commuter, we built the head there on the cuddy area portion instead of a private head. Again, this is what the customer requested of us, and being a commuter layout, that's what you would expect. If this was a typical cruiser, you would have a very spacious head and shower to port, kind of in this area. And then this 34 will also offer a quarter berth, which is unusual to see. So where you see this hanging closet, in this particular boat, that would be access to a quarter berth, which would be underneath the co-pilot seat and the settee as we make our way aft. So that would be about between a double and a queen size berth. And this is a really spacious V berth. So in the typical cruiser configuration, again, head and shower to port, or excuse me, to starboard, and then to port would be access to the quarter berth. But in typical EagleCraft fashion, you can see the nice hanging, or excuse me, the side shelf lockers that we've built into the boat for additional storage. And this is just a really massive hanging closet there with just tons of storage. So again, you can definitely sleep overnight on the boat, or even a weekend if you needed to, and very, very spacious. And just finishes are just really nice down here, typical of all our recreational Eagle crafts. Make our way back up to the helm. Again, you can see very nicely laid out, just like with all of our boats. This has the Garmin package 212-inch displays. It has the Yamaha Twin 300s with the Hellmaster EX system, autopilot, stay point, fish point, drift point, joystick docking. So all those things that come along with the Hellmaster EX system. This boat also has the automated interceptor system from Zipwake. So instead of having a traditional trim tab, this is an interceptor system, and it is automated. And it does work pretty well. We like it. There are some other alternatives that we also offer our customers on the market, but it is a great system if you're looking for a full automated experience. And then you have, your standard ICOM VHF radio, light controls. So everything's right at a finger's touch. Again, our really nice mechanical suspension seats that are fully adjustable. The boat does have shore power, so we located that underneath the dash. Very simple Victron system for charger slash inverter. Very straightforward to use. And then we have our battery system, battery switches, and automatic charge relays there for you as well. Boat is equipped with a bow thruster. So on those really windy days or where you don't feel like using the joystick, it is absolutely still capable to get to the dock. So that kind of gives you an overview of the interior of the boat. We'll make our way to the aft deck and kind of show you how that's laid out on this particular boat. So there you see it. This boat being with the Twin 300s there. As we make our way aft, we have the fuel tank, and then after that is a really nice storage compartment. And then this particular boat is not going to be used for fishing. If it was, there would be a fish box built into the transom there. And instead in this boat, it's just storage. So we'll open those up and have a look as well. So you can see plenty of storage there, all nice and neat, ready to go. Same thing on this side. So plenty of storage there across the transom. And then to open up this guy, you just simply undo the latches here in the floor. And just like all our other EagleCrafts, again, it's the details. We use all diamond plate or checker plate, depending on where you live, in our storage compartment, making it really nice and durable. We protect all the major systems. So you can see there's the inverter system installed on the transom of the boat. But if you store things, we want to make sure that you're not running into the wires or the cables or the inverter. So we placed a little storage bumper there so you can throw all your items and not have to worry. And then same thing on that side there with the electrical system for the inverter and the main grounds in the boat. So there you have the storage. And again, just because this is a recreational boat, we build this to the same standards as our commercial fleet. So this is all a self-draining deck with scuppers and also drainage all the way around the hatches here in the floor, including the fuel tank. So it's just down to the little details. And just look at the size of those hinges. Just everything is overbuilt. We put it on a nice gas-assisted strut. Close that. And you can see the swim grid there. And of course, like with most EagleCrafts, typically we put the transom door on the port side. And like most EagleCrafts, this has a really nice side door there to starboard, since most people usually prefer to tie up on the starboard. So literally just undo the latch there and open she goes. And there you can see the scuppers for the self-bailing deck. And this boat does have an aft station. Again, boat's not going to be used for fishing, so this is primarily just for docking situations with additional storage below. So even though this is a 34, it's still got a really nice spacious aft deck. And again, if you want more space here, the 34 is designed to have a couple different configurations. We can actually shrink up the size of this cabin to provide more aft deck space. And we've also designed the 34 to be able to offer an extension. So if you increase the horsepower of the outboards, we can add an extension onto the aft deck to provide you more length back here if the boat's going to be used for fishing. So simply just upgrade the outboards to either 350 horsepower, 400, or 450, and be more than happy to add another additional length to the boat. And again, that's just what comes with being a custom boat builder. We really work with you and try to think of all the different layouts and features that our customers are asking for and what the market really expects of us. So it really just comes down to how you plan to use the boat, and we try to work around those specifications. So there you have it. You have the aft deck and the interior and kind of the general layout of this particular boat being a commuter, and hopefully I've given you an idea of what the new model, the 34, in a traditional cruiser layout and some of those key differences, along with the commuter layout. And there you guys have it, the all-new cabin design from EagleCraft Boats. So this is the next generation of our cabin design. So we're still going to offer what we call our traditional or legacy series cabins and aesthetic, the design language, what everybody's used to, you know, similar to this boat here that's come back for a little bit of service work. In comparison, this is what we think the future is, and we look forward to kind of hearing comments. So you can see the different shape starting from the cabin roof down. Just took a different design to that to make it a little bit more modern. You can still store a tender up on the roof, items. It's still same structural strength as we're known for there, with all the added storage up there. We can still install a tender, a davit system, all those things, and the flexibility of a multi-purpose boat. And then as we make our way down from that new cabin roof design, you can see the windows are slightly different. So a way more modern design on that cabin window. You still have a sliding window that opens on the sides, very similar to all our other EagleCrafts, but that is designed to kind of give it one solid bonded side window, as well as the front windshield. So if we make our way forward, you can kind of see there, it's just two large panes of glass to just give it a really nice, clean exterior finish. And even some of the angles are slightly different, and just a more modern approach to it. So we're really excited about not only this new model, the 34, which is our smallest in the portfolio, but also this new design language. And hopefully the video editor can pop up some running shots of this new cabin design underway, and it just not only looks fantastic at rest, but underway, and just shows you the kind of the next generation potentially of EagleCraft designs. So we look forward to, you know, reach out, provide some comments down below, and really enjoy the feedback that we hear from the market to see what you feel about this new cabin design. And as always, if you're interested in this boat or any other of our EagleCraft offerings, which you can see throughout our portfolio of walkthrough videos, feel free to reach out to us at EagleCraft.com, or you can always give us a call at 1-888-393-6464, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.